From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Tag. Tag the 60. Tag the 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Browns defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Second and 11. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Check.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Allen! A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Browns 0. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Perez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
But it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Manuel Forbes able to stick with him and knock that one away. You look at this Browns defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They go up the middle with Campbell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Browns nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Now a run here off the dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Come on.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they run with Campbell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
26-yard line.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with three receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
It's fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Black, 95.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Shoves him aside. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out. It's the 10-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
In motion, the tight end. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Set, hut. 10 flat. Hut.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Yellow, 22, yellow, hut.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Perez. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the
back to throw.
20-yard line.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go now. Go.
On the handoff, here's Campbell. They juked him. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Rams 31, Browns nothing. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Set, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Striker, ready.
They're going to look to throw. He'll swing this out to Judkins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Rams 38, Browns nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
from the 41. Here's a second down and 4.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Blue strikers.
The Browns.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This to Laporta, right side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Sack. 60 bucks.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Come on, set.
Hey, switch.
18 Cardinal, 18 switch.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Go.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams just continue to roll. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
60.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready?
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
18, 5 here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Sam Laporta in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
95.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here we go. Here, yellow, blue, red, 38. Set, cut.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready! Ready!
They'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Williams is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now he's going to step up and run toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams have widened the gap now to 50 points. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Hey, go Peter.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now fourth down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to the Porter. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's
A good pickup there at 22.
That's good for a Rams.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Joshua Carney.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you, totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run him occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to at least get one score back. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Watch the back on this play. Ready.
Second and 15. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Run, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
16.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Rams 80, Browns 16. Joshua Carney to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Set, ready. Set,
He'll look to throw.
Checks it down to Jenkins.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's 2nd and 10.
ready. Fight, 92, yellow.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Browns.
Down. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now here's another interception. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
He'll look to Williams to begin things.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
79, Brock.
They'll set up a throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Rams add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
87, Browns 16.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Let's go. Yellow. Ready?
Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Drill green.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
Looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he's going to have the Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go now.
Now White.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
From 10 yards out. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
22.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for the Rams. First down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At their 48.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's across midfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 7. White throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter. And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joshua Carney.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down. Here's White. He'll try to do it himself. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we?